and see.
Yeah, you're in it.
Yeah, scoot over. I guess move that speaker. Maybe if I won't go back any further, will it? What about over here? Wait a minute. Oh, is that gonna work? Or do we need to put something flat on?
Yeah, put something flat on it. And I still don't know if it's going to be far enough back to get all of this.
There we go. Oh, what up, Bowers? Yeah.
I don't know if they'll be able to hear us as well. Ah, that's what I should have done. I should have got a mic for the camera.
Yeah.
I'll have it rigged up. I'll put a shelf up and we'll shoot it from above.
Yeah, we'll
Next
figure
time.
something out. It's the first time. It's rough.
All right, go see if you can see me in it.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, you see us all?
Yeah. I see kind of half of y'all's heads, but I see y'all.
Good.
Yeah, that works.
All right. All right, did you break down the rules for him?
Oh yeah, elbows on the table before you talk. Anything goes. That's
Gotcha. Yeah, white people.
Oh, there we go. Why don't you, we just move the mic this way. Kind of scoot a little bit towards him a little bit that way.
Can I rub his leg too?
Yeah, why not?
hey. What's crazy is there's a little bit of a, I won't say a lag, but it's like oh, you can see my bald head. Like
Oh, you can see it. Let me see this.
it's like a live podcast in a live podcast.
Fucking white people, man.
Oh,
Are you
I
half
moved over a
cursing
little bit.
yourself? Said, are you half cursing yourself?
I am. So I call him for white people.
All right, move over a little bit towards him.
Yeah, get sexy with it.
There we go. And now we're playing to the camera.
Sweet.
Okay, let's see. This is about to show up. Would people be able to hear it? There we go. And now we're playing to the camera.
Yep.
Sweet. Oh, wow, it's coming out pretty good.
Cool.
All right, let's get this thing started.
Yeah, let's do it.
Get a new one up here. Did I make it into the screen finally?
Let me check.
There's no one there.
Yeah, you're in the screen. It's kind of crazy. We're watching ourselves, watching you, watching me. Something. I'll fucking listen to Sweet Carolina.
We're Sweet Carolina.
Our Sweet Caroline. I don't know that bitch.
All right.
Oh, it's touching me. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay, Justin, get up in here and let me get some levels on you.
Levels.
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 There we go.
Levels.
Cool.
Levels.
All right, that was good. Move it back. All right. There's the new thing. Fade outs.
Man, this beer is really delicious. I can't wait to talk about it.
Give me some levels. The intro.
Hello. I'm doing the intro. This is my Uncle Phil voice. Can you hear everything that I'm saying?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
You're doing good with it. Let's bring it down a little. Are you ready?
Yeah. Watch me fuck this up live.
Do it live.
Alright. Welcome to Earth. This is Gentlemen About Town, a highbrow podcast. I'm your co-host, Black James Mambalam. And for today's topics, we're going to be talking about fried pickles,
Shit, yeah.
Farrah Fawcett's eraser nipples, and why didn't they cast Fetty Wap in the Ridiculous Six movie? Now introducing your host. He goes by the name Napoleon. He rolls by the name Nate Farmer. Ladies and gentlemen, Gentlemen About Town, a highbrow podcast.
Little claps. All right, welcome to Gentlemen About Town, a highbrow podcast. I'm your host, Nate Farmer. As always, with me, my good friend, my compadre, my heterosexual life partner, Black James.
Mambalam.
And with us today, our special guest. You know what, dude? We had a bunch of people lined up for this podcast, and you're the one that showed.
Yeah, you saved the day.
That's it. You shaved the
Show it up.
You saved the day.
Probably should though.
Justin, I don't even know your last name.
Tate.
Justin Tate. That sounds like that's a
Almost like-
football player's name.
Yeah, it's awkwardly close to taint.
Justin Tate. Justin Tate, a guy. Justin Tate. Oh, Justin Tate.
Yeah.
That would have been terrible.
Nah, it would have been kind of fun though.
Well, welcome to Gentlemen About Town. This is episode 7.
We're moving along,
Oh,
man.
no, it's episode 8. It's episode 8 because the Britney episode has not come out yet.
You're right.
Suck it, Brittany.
So the Britney episode is on the way. Don't freak out anybody or especially I'm mostly talking Britney. Is Brittany? I wonder if Brittany's watching this live. Did anybody bother to tell her that we're doing this live on
No,
on the
yeah,
Facebook?
send her a text.
I could.
Because
Brittany!
are you able to monitor people talking to us?
Oh
Because
yeah.
there is a caption thing.
Oh
on
yeah,
this.
y'all can like send us notes and shit for the 3 people who might be watching live. That's probably more than that at this point.
Well, let's hope so. This is going to be a good times.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got going on here?
Oh, wait.
I'm just eager. I'm eager to see. No, we're not going to get the comments live on that, are we? Yeah, we are.
Let me turn this off.
Yeah, it's got a little delay. Anyway, so let's get to what we always do. By the way, hopefully we keep doing this.
Your balls are showing, Nate. He said bumblebee tuna. So, I mean, just we're live. So if they make comments, I'm gonna comment back.
Okay, good. Let's not freak me out with that. I have no idea why you just yelled at.
Well,
Hopefully we do this more often and we can corral it and figure out exactly what the hell we're doing. But this is actually Welcome to an Experiment, our first live podcast. And we didn't really plan on doing this until lunchtime, right? We came over for lunch and at the barbershop. He's like, hey, did you know we could do this? And I'm like, no. And you want to do it? I'm like, yeah. So
that's pretty much how that happened.
That
That's
kind of
100% how that happened.
So this is how we usually start out, Justin. This is your first time with us on the podcast. Not your first time listening. You've listened before,
Yeah,
right?
I've listened.
All right. So, Justin, what you drinking?
I've got the Highland Brewing Company Early's Hoppy Wheat Ale. First time having it. It's not too bad.
You're into that like IPA kind of stuff.
I just tired of drinking water. You know, like Bud Light, Miller Lite.
I get it. I totally get it. And especially when you get into like American lagers that just taste like carbonated water. No
Right.
flavor to it at all.
I'm not Billy Ricky. I do not like Miller Lite.
Well, Yingling is surprisingly my favorite American lager. It's full flavored and everything like that. And what's crazy is that when Yingling first came to Florida, they sold that shit as if it were premium. And, it was the Strohs of Pennsylvania back in the day.
Yeah.
And then they came up here. Then it came up here, and they started selling at premium price. Now it's the same price as Budweiser.
Right.
It's a great beer. I mean, if you get tired of that stuff, you don't have to kill yourself with. I don't think anybody enjoys a hoppy beer.
I mean, it's good. It's a good mix-up, but it's not enjoyable at all.
I think it's a pretentious fucking thing that people do with IPAs.
Well, I mean, I like my
And
beer.
I'm not saying that you're pretentious. I'm saying sometimes you need a little something, I guess. But
I like my beer with a name this long. I can't help it.
I do. I like it. Well, see, then you can do a nice German or Belgian white.
Yeah, as long as it's not Guinness. It's drinking bread.
Oh,
I like Guinness.
I love Guinness. I love
What
Guinness.
you got to do is you got to mix it with like a cider or something else.
Oh, I do that.
Yeah. Oh.
Like a snake bite?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right.
Like velvet
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah, man.
Black James, what you drinking?
I'm drinking a Green Man ESB. It's a special amber ale. Never had it before either.
Keep talking
It's
about it.
out of Asheville, North Carolina, so it's hippie as fuck.
Hey, that's where mine's from.
Oh yeah. All right. It's a malty amber ale boasting rich toasted and caramel flavors. Yeah, I'm reading off the fucking bottle. You don't like it? I don't give a shit. Green Man ESB is one of our 4 award-winning signature brews. Now, who gave them the awards? There's a million people who give brewing awards. so-
Absolutely. It
You know
doesn't
what I mean?
matter.
Like, yeah, awards don't mean shit. Pabst Blue Ribbon got a ribbon. Pabst Blue Ribbon! They got an award too. And that's dog shit beer.
Yeah, it's not good beer.
I'm sorry. I mean, if you really need to poop,
So
that's
what
what
is
you
an
need,
ESP? Does that mean S special?
I don't know. Maybe some
It's
British
special?
shit.
It's Spanish.
For
yeah.
what?
It's ESB.
ESB stands for what is an ESB in
Uh,
particular?
I don't know.
Extra special brew?
Maybe. Yeah, that
Extra
actually makes
special
sense.
blackie.
Yeah.
Extra special black tea. Oh man, I wish I had a little black in me. I don't. No. I'm only 20% gay. Is that it?
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
20% gay, 50% black. I mean, hell, that's what. We can put a little black in there.
That is too much math.
7 minutes in,
It's
we
too
already
much
got Cosby.
All right, I am drinking today. I'll get to that. I'm drinking vodka and a blood orange San Pellegrino mix.
Man, we'll talk about being pretentious.
What? It's
San Pellegrino?
well, I tend to look down on Italians, and so therefore I don't feel pretentious by drinking. And I'm drinking their mush soda.
I don't like hippies, so.
Yeah,
And yet
so
we're both drinking North Carolina.
So I feel like I'm stealing it from them, and that makes me warm inside.
You open
Something
this up,
else
it
that
smells
makes
like
me warm
chili.
inside This is true East Tennessee White Lightning. And we had it at the fight the other night. And I think it's remarkably smooth. We're going to pass this around. Everybody down?
Yeah, I'm down with it.
Well, all right.
You're going to die sometime, so let's die on this
Might
podcast.
as well go blind on the live podcast. All right, let's see what we're moving here. Working with.
Mix some beta alanine in the way you get the warm fuzzies.
Get that extra bulk.
Yeah,
That's good. It smells good.
I'm losing. Yeah, we're getting comments, people. We're getting comments. I'm writing back.
Clearly, Brittany Helton is not being cool. Skank.
You called her a skank.
I did.
She's going to hear this in about the 10-second lag.
I hope she does.
Oh, she'll be down here before broken back and everything. She's going to try to get down here and cuss you out.
Tell her to bring beer.
Tell her to bring beer.
Listen, motherfuckers. Don't be talking shit about me on the podcast. I'll show you, skank.
Anyway.
See, now I have to.
Now you have to drink the white.
I'm drinking this.
I'll show you what country feels like.
I'll show you what country feels like. Oh,
Oh, down the nose, huh?
it's not bad, is it? It's
No.
actually really good. The legend thinks that they may have put a little sugar in it.
I can
And-
see that.
And I don't know, man.
Oh, by the way, happy birthday, the legend. Hope you get some touch.
Bill Trout, he's a veteran of this show.
Yes, he is.
And
He
so
couldn't be
here
on
tonight.
because it's his birthday.
Is that why?
Yes.
Oh, God bless him, man. I
So
hope you
they-
get a big steak and loose woman.
So y'all came with the last resort.
No.
It's cool though. I got it.
No,
I got it.
actually, you were
The
early.
next to last.
No,
Oh,
you were
ooh.
early on. It's like, I was like, I don't know if Justin's working or not. Let me holler at him. And then the problem was we tried to get a second person with you, and so I'm like, who can I get? And everyone else backed out. So
Well, I'm glad you're here, man.
Yeah.
I'm really glad you're here. You know what? We can talk. I know that there's a lot of things that you know about
Yeah.
firearms. You know what? I'm gonna guess. Me and James gonna play a game here, and I don't want you to give any hints.
Oh shit! All right.
How many firearms does he have on his person at the moment? Because I'm gonna tell you
I don't think in the apartment right now,
on,
but I would
on
say
his person.
I would say
On his person,
in his car too.
you think in
I
his
think
car
too.
too?
I think too.
I think on his person he has one. But the first time I met him, he walked into your old condo and he had 2 pistols on him. 2. Like, I don't know what he expected. If he was going to find Doc Holliday sitting at the table playing cards.
It's my version of being 2 Chainz, man.
4 clips outside of the guns. He had 6 full-on clips. 2 of them contain hollow points, right?
Yeah.
Or something like that.
You gotta be prepared for the zombie apocalypse, man.
All right. I'm going to say you have 2 on you. I'm going to say you have 1 on you. He says none on you, 2 in the car.
I've got none on me and 1 in the car.
Damn it!
Jeez.
The rest of the shit's at home.
Actual retail price.
He kept pulling fucking ammo and weapons out of... he wasn't even wearing cargo shorts. I don't know where this shit was coming from.
Good holsters, man.
Good holsters.
Everything's at home now, torn apart, getting cleaned up.
Let me ask you about how many firearms do you own?
Right now, I've got 8.
8 firearms. How many are pistols?
2.
2. How many are hunting rifles? Hunting rifles.
That I can use for hunting?
No.
Oh, okay.
Hunting rifles.
None.
None. And
I've
how
got
many
a
shotguns?
shotgun. I've got 1 shotgun and it's for hunting.
Pheasant, obviously, right?
Rabbit too.
Rabbit. Okay. We used to do squirrel hunting.
Got to get
with-
that tail.
All right. So the rest are of the AR-15, AK kind of families.
Exactly.
Yeah. My brother has become the biggest advocate of AKs, and I guess a
Smart man.
Russian company just opened up a factory here in the United States to make them. I'm wanting to say it's in the South too. Where else could it be? They didn't open that shit in California or New York State. That's
Vegas
for
is
sure.
actually big for that.
Vegas is. All right, they have. Well, it's still the Wild West out there.
Yeah, Nevada's big on firearms companies.
They're about to legalize marijuana for recreational use in Nevada. I hear.
Might as well.
That's
Prostitution's legal.
That's why the Raiders are going there.
Yeah. Oh my God. Is there?
Weed hookers and guns. If you're a Raiders fan, what more is there?
Yeah,
There
true.
cannot be a worse idea than, because they're also talking about putting an NBA franchise in Vegas.
Oh, it's got to be the Nuggets.
Really?
It's got to be the Nuggets, man.
Why?
Or the Utah Jazz, where there's no Jazz.
No, they're called they're called the Thuggets. So where else
Yeah.
would they go would be Vegas.
Well, first of all, the Jazz are originally from New Orleans.
I know.
That's how they
I
got
know.
that.
I know.
But
Now New Orleans has the Pelicans,
Oh.
I bet they wish they had the Jazz back.
or they were still the Hornets.
There's only one thing I hate worse than Jazz. It's Pelicans. And seabirds in general, they're just fucking terrible, terrible creatures.
We don't
They
like a
stink.
flock of seagulls? What the hell?
I don't
Well,
know.
he does cut hair. Have you had anybody? Have you had anybody request that
The
haircut?
flock of seagulls? I've done a couple of flock of seagulls messing around with people. Not that they requested, but I'm like, look what you can do with this cut. And I'll style it into that. And I'm like, kid, you don't know. You don't know. I mean, I was born in... I'm cutting kids' hair that were born into the 2000s. They have no idea... first of all, Purple Rain came out 16 years before they were born. Oh my God, they'll just never fucking know.
I talked to a kid the other day who didn't know what 9/11 was.
Are you
Like, he
fucking
re-
with me?
He read about it in history books.
Holy shit.
In history books, because that's weird.
Yeah.
Because I talked to a kid who was graduating college, and I was having a discussion with him about how pop culture reflects our current or what will eventually become history, and or not so distant history. It reflects that. And I said, in the 80s, a lot of our music and movies were a whole lot about Vietnam guilt. And he's like, what? I'm like, well, because we treated our troops so badly when they got our Vietnam vets.
Right.
When they were spitting on them. They were calling them names. They were calling them baby killers. These are things that they haven't taught in school. And I said, so in the 80s, there were films like Rambo. There were films, there were songs like Born in the USA. There were films like Born on the 4th of July. There was a lot of, we hated ourselves for what we had done just a matter of 10 years earlier. We woke up and we went, holy shit, look what we allowed the counterculture to do.
Right.
And and that's one of the reasons why people talk about the hippies and I'm like, our counterculture hasn't been cool,
Yeah, I mean, now we don't know what bathrooms to use and shit like that.
and it never been a problem before in the history of man. And there's been, I don't get me started.
No, this kid was 13, born in 2003. I'm like, oh.
Well, this kid, he was, and so I said to him, I'm like, kid, your dad never told you about Vietnam or anything? And he's like, no. So I explained to him how only the black kids. I said it wasn't a race thing. The kids that went over and fought this, they had no choice, because the only people that ended up going in the draft were people that were very patriotic, and they usually enlisted. And the other ones were it wasn't a race thing, it was a class thing.
Yep.
Poor white trash and black kids.
Yeah, if you were poor, you win.
Yeah, because your parents couldn't send you to college
Or Canada.
And now it's jail.
And I said, and he's like, really? He's like, that's what happened? Yeah, kids went to college because there was a deferment. I said, but in 1970, they canceled the deferment, the college deferment.
Oh shit, Brittany joined.
So,
Here's that skank.
in 1970, they killed the college deferment, and they started drafting kids out of college. So now the kids went overseas and to Canada. And luckily I didn't say at this point, they called them draft dodgers, and it turns out they were kind of the scum of the earth and now leaders of the progressive movement
Yeah,
that we
pretty
see in
much.
America. And instead, before I could say that, he said, my dad did his freshman year of college in Ireland in 1970.
Oh,
And I said, and then I couldn't stop myself. I said, maybe that's why he hasn't told you about Vietnam.
yeah.
And this is a kid graduating from college, his last semester of college. When I talked to him, it was probably 5 months ago. And it blows me away that there is not a comprehensive study of our history from, well, it's been now, how many years now? 40? It's
We're
been
40 years now.
41 years since our last personnel were pulled out of Vietnam, 1974, or 42 years. So I'm just saying, the kids have no idea. The greatest tool on the planet is this internet.
I was gonna say my penis.
And motherfucker.
Wait.
Just had something to say. And you fucking did that. Anyway, guns. You know what?
Guns are the
glad.
greatest thing ever.
I'm glad that you have them. And a lot of people don't necessarily want you to have them,
That's
or
fine.
think that there's too many. But I will tell you this: that when
If they don't want them, they can give them to me.
I'm stuck on this history kick. In before Pearl Harbor.
World Harbor.
World Harbor. The Japanese emperor asked his military masters to come up with a plan for a sneak attack on America and for an invasion of our mainland. All right. So they came back and said, yeah, we can do this Pearl Harbor thing, but it's impossible to invade the American mainland. He said, why? He says, because there will be a gun behind every blade of grass.
Most of them will be mine, but yeah.
And while we yell, while a lot of people yell that we're the country that we have more guns than we have citizens, I do want to point out that we haven't been invaded. All right, we've had terrorist strikes here, but seriously, there's every liberal, screaming liberal, for the first 2 days will run out there with flowers to try to hold the enemy back
And get shot.
and then give them a weekend, and then they're going to be coming to knock on your door. All right?
Yeah.
Hey,
Like Three's Company 2.
Three's Company 2 did that?
Come on, knock on my door. I'll be waiting for you.
You know he can't be serious.
You guys are too young to get that to even make
No,
that
man,
reference.
I remember John Ritter and shit. We
John
grew up
Ritter?
with
Whose son was he? Who is he the son of?
Michael. I don't fucking know.
Tex Ritter.
Who the fuck is
Your
Tex Ritter?
country, you should know.
I don't know Tex Ritter. I don't
One
know
of the
John
greatest country stars of all time.
Ritter. I don't listen to country.
Even Brittany said, "I'll be waiting for you." See,
I'm half black. I don't listen to country.
You asked, hey, Brittany, do you know who
Brittany.
Tex Ritter is? Have you heard of Tex Ritter?
Of course she does.
I bet she
She's
does.
country.
She's country as shit. Love you. Love you. All right, so we had to have something to talk about.
I hope
this.
Jamie put the babies to bed because Jamie's listening, and well, your kids will learn some things.
Who's Jamie?
Jamie Whiting.
Oh, Jamie. Jamie's on this?
Yeah.
What's up, bitch? Just playing.
She said, "Loves that cat shirt, Justin."
Oh yeah, you know.
Oh, nice. We had a discussion about
Trying to get
cat
Brittany
shit.
to come over, but she won't.
Nah, it's all right. It's all right. She's just going to come over and eat our Twinkies and drink our moonshine. We don't need that shit.
Jamie called you an ass.
Speaking of Twinkies, hold on.
All right. So, what's the first
First topic. I gotta close that
After
down.
we're
so open.
22
Yeah,
minutes into the
20
podcast.
minutes in. We've already long dicked you. So here we go. First topic is, let's just call it Crichton-like science. So
Crichton-like science?
So
Crichton-esque science?
yes, and that's basically science that you can't believe. See, this is your white people side. 'Cause black people don't eat this shit.
This is motherfucking America. It's red, white, and blue, and it's a Twinkie.
No. I would say this is exactly what black people eat. Look at that. That is diabetes.
Dude, this is zombie apocalypse food.
That's
'Cause
right.
This shit ain't going bad. Anyway, yeah, we all have Twinkies, by the way, for those of you all who aren't watching live. So basically, Crichton Like Science. Doctors performed their first successful penis transplant. Yes, it happened. I'm going to read a little excerpt from the article, and this is from CBS News, so we're not just pulling this out of our ass. Surgeons in South Africa say they performed the... We're not pulling fucking dicks out of our ass.
I had a mouthful of Twinkies, so I couldn't say it, which sounded even worse.
You're not pulling them out of your ass? You're just going to leave it in there?
No, I mean... I'm fucking up left and right.
Anal cream pie.
And we're all eating Twinkies.
They're fucking delicious.
This is about to be the weirdest topic ever. Surgeons in South Africa... Damn, I can't talk. Surgeons in South Africa say they performed the world's first successful penis transplant. Apparently it happened in December of 2014, but was not publicly announced until this month, which was last month, actually. And they say that the patient has full function, which means he can have sex, he can ejaculate, and he can pee. So we're going to talk about that a little bit.
So they tried twice.
They tried
twice, and the first one was unsuccessful, and the second one was so successful that they're stumped.
That they're ahead of
They're choted. They're stumped.
They're stumped.
I would hate to be that first guy that had the unsuccessful dick replacement.
No, I'll go get another one. I mean, I'll go now that I know it works. I'd go get another one.
Yeah, but how much did he pay for that first one?
What I want to know is how many guys
Bring beer.
out there are losing their penises?
Well, apparently in that article, I read the article, there's like something like 250 men per year in South Africa like that because of bad circumcision rituals.
Or
Yeah, the shit's just like falling off.
there is a
Shot block cop.
Hold on, so here's what I'm getting at. The doctors in South Africa are good enough to attach another dick to you, but they can't cut the foreskin off.
You got a point.
Well, I don't think it's the. You said rituals, so therefore it's probably not a doctor doing it. Jews usually have a rabbi do it.
Yeah, they bite it though, don't they?
No, they don't.
It's
bite
for the
it.
look. I don't
That's
like
your
it.
gay fantasies.
No,
I thought
where
they.
did you get
I
that?
thought they bite the little baby
No,
dick
that was
off.
part of Hitler's propaganda against them.
Okay. Every time we do this podcast,
Fucking
you
Nazi
just
black
sound, I sound so anti-Semitic, and I'm
single
not.
time.
I love the Jew.
I love you too.
I really
I love you too. So they say that there are 250 a year are losing it to bad circumcision practices
Yeah, these are
or
like
rituals.
rituals, and these are like 18 to 19-year-old kids. And if I've got my foreskin on at 18 or 19, then I'm leaving it.
Yeah,
Yeah, at that point you leave it.
I mean,
But they're saying like they're having to replace them because the 18 to 19-year-old male isn't strong enough mentally to handle the fact that their dick doesn't work.
okay. Here's my thing too. For years, we've been able to grow an ear on the back of a laboratory mouse.
Yes.
Okay,
Stem cell shit.
stem cell shit. We've known that. Now, we also know, and we've talked about this on season 1 of the podcast, that if you got a baby dick, you can't make a dick bigger. But what is an ear? An ear is meat and cartilage, basically. Could you not just make like a Coke can chode? Like, no chick's gonna like bitch about that. Like, couldn't you make some dick meat on a mouse?
I don't want an ear down there, buddy.
I'm not talking about an ear. I'm just saying they could like grow some dick meat on a mouse and then give you dick meat for your dick.
You know what? It would be such a much better conversation if you didn't just keep calling it dick.
Well, what do you call it?
You can say
Spam?
Cock meat sandwich? I
Cock
mean,
meat.
You
I'm
could
just
just
saying,
say a penis. Grow an extra penis.
if I had a little baby dick, like if I had one of these, then I would just pay a doctor to get like
get more.
that,
Yeah.
like just a big old Coke can.
Would you want
I mean,
this?
I mean, that's
Would you
what
want a dick that big around?
well, not
wouldn't you?
necessarily, but
Why? Because there's not a lot of girls that are going to do that.
it'd be hilarious though.
Spit on
Surprise, motherfucker!
All right, James
No,
Brooks.
no, I'm telling you, there's only one thing you'd have to get into the industry. It's the only way you would be able to do anything
I mean, I
with
do pretty well
something
for
that
myself.
big around, huh?
I mean, I do pretty well for myself.
Yeah, but you're not touching the sides on that.
You never know.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
James gonna test for that.
You're not. What I'm saying is that our things are certain size for a certain reason.
That's why KY
Yes.
Jelly's around.
No, and the reason why it's that you see the same guys in porn over and over and over again is because they are the outliers.
I mean, they're sitting there like, that right there.
Yeah, they're the outliers. That you don't have a lot of regular guys running around with that kind of thing hanging. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah, but then you got the
Well, I
dildo.
mean, if you got a 4-inch chode like that, it's not really hanging. It's just like a fucking cannon.
That's
like,
not 4 inches.
No, well, I'm talking about like your
Around?
dick's like this big, but it's like
That big around?
circumference is like that, like the top of a fucking mayonnaise jar.
What the fuck would that be? That's
That's a chode.
is that what that is?
Yeah, when it's thicker than it is long.
No, chodes are down to like right there. They're like that, but like that. It's like
Yeah.
a fucking tree trunk.
Yeah.
You're not going to hit the bottom, but you're going to stretch the hell out of the sides.
Nate said helmet or anteater. I say and okay. Well, here's my thing too.
I wanna
Okay,
hear your-
and when we had this topic, we thought we were going to have females on here because I wanted them to be uncomfortable as fuck when we talked about this. When we talked about dicks, like who cares?
I mean, I would say Brittany's coming, but she didn't really classify
Yeah.
as the typical female.
Yeah. Bridget said tuna can.
Of course, Bridget's on there. She likes her tuna cans.
Oh, burn. But okay, like this is real talk. Females have always, not always, but they have had breast augmentation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They've had breast augmentation. There's not really been anything cosmetically that you've been able to do with the penis until now. Until now,
Yes.
if you have.
Don't look while you're talking.
Because he loses
Sorry.
his train of thought.
Yeah.
Yeah,
stop
I have
looking while
ADD.
you're talking.
If you have any kind of penis issues, you can't just go to the market and go, new dick, need new dick. But now you can,
Yeah.
Man, you white people are saved.
What do you mean us white people?
Well, okay, like, real talk. What if you're like, what if you're finding a chick and she's like, well, I think you're cute, but I only like black dick. Well, say I die in a car wreck, I'm an organ donor, baby. I give you what you got. Swing around.
I think the only time I don't know. Penis augmentation is something that they've been trying to accomplish for a long time, but it's a very unique organ in that it's the only organ on a male body that outward organ that grows. All right, that changes its size and shape due to blood flow that's caused by tumescence. So you have all these veins and capillaries in there, and that's what actually extends and blows up a penis. All right, is the blood flow. It's a very strange organ like that. So, and very complicated. So they haven't been able to get the blood flow issue down. And there is a documentary out there where this guy who asked a girl to marry him at a fucking ball game, like an idiot, and on the camera, he had it all set up at the ballpark, and she said no and ran off. And of course, everybody wanted to know the rest of the story.
Are you sure you weren't watching Friends?
No. And the girl, he wanted to know why, and she said, I can't marry you because your penis is so small. So he started making a documentary, and he invited all his friends over and had like a privacy booth with a camera where they went in there, and this was all his ex-girlfriends, all the friends. He managed to stay friends with all his ex-girlfriends, mostly probably because they felt sorry for him, and they all just said yes. He has the smallest penis I've ever seen.
Wow.
So his documentary was going from place to place, trying everything in all these different cultures and all these statistics of which race had actually the biggest penises and smallest penises, and why that probably is the way it is. And it turned out that people of the same race, the women of the same race as like Asian men, they're in Taiwan. The men in Taiwan have the smallest penises, of any other country in any other world.
You are full of penis knowledge.
But the women, I watch it. You watch one documentary, and I can't help it. I listen because documentaries are about information. But
talking about penises and eating Twinkies too.
yeah. So the size of a woman's, birth canal directly relates to the size of that race's penis size. All right, so while black guys are supposed to have big penises, I'm guessing that means that black women have large vaginas.
There you go.
Science.
I'm just saying that is what you're supposed to come up with from that information they gave us. But I in this day and age where you have so many different people and the stigma's kind of gone for the most part of interracial relationships and then biracial children and everything like that. Look, man, you don't find many blonde-haired, blue-eyed kids anymore. You don't find many Wesley Snipeses running around. You don't.
I know a couple. I know.
Well, yeah.
I know a couple that are blurple.
But for the most part, we're all of getting closer and closer to the same hue. At some point in the world, are we all going to be the same color?
I don't think so. I think there's still enough divide, but. We're getting from online. We keep getting asked about insurance. On this.
Insurance.
So,
will insurance cover it?
Yes, exactly. So,
so we need to get Carrie's sister on here.
So there are some people that are
that
really
would be
interested in penis transplants.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Of course, Brittany's one of them.
Brittany wants a penis transplant.
No, she was asking about.
Hers is too small.
Brittany, Jamie, and Nate were asking about the copay. For this particular,
the copay
20%, most likely.
No,
it's an elective surgery.
Well, do
it would
most
end up being
insurances
elective.
pay for boob transplants? Most
no,
don't, do they? So
no. If there's a lot of them now that will pay for a reconstructive surgery due to mastectomies.
Yeah.
Well, see, I'm thinking like maybe with a botched circumcision, if that would cover it too, because you kind of need that thing.
Yeah.
Well, they're in right now. It seems though it's an experimental surgery, so probably not now. Most insurances won't cover experimental surgeries.
More of you rich guys need to get new dicks so that we can get new dicks. That's basically what we're saying.
Oh yeah, let the rich guys have at it. Maybe. There will be foundations. Watch the chords.
I see it, buddy.
There will be foundations set up, to help poor people with small dicks.
Yeah. It's funny because it's true. I mean, next 10 years, there's going to be the Richard Foundation or something. Sponsored by Dick Sporting Goods.
Skinny dicks. But, I don't know, man. All right.
Dick's last resort.
But I guess the real question is that if you could make your penis, let's say 3 inches larger, would you?
No.
I'm going with no.
No, I wouldn't. I'm quite sure I probably don't have the,
I just now figured out how to use the one that I got. I'm not trying to make any changes.
33 years.
Yeah.
Some of us figured it out before, but
No, so maybe if I lost my penis, but the fact that I knew that I had lost my penis would probably damage me emotionally and mentally so much that I don't know if the new one I got would ever work.
No, it would. I'd make sure mine worked.
Yeah?
I mean, mine can work even when my mind's not there.
Yeah. And really, what's the rehab that you have to go through to get that? What's the
physical
Best
therapy do you
physical
need?
therapy ever. You're just laying back. Bunch of little Asian hands. Just
I'm going every day. Every day.
I'm not missing this physical therapy.
No.
I'm calling into work.
All right.
I got PT, man. I'll be there tomorrow smoking a cigarette when I show up.
You're over there eating pineapples. I gotta make a good impression for my physical therapist.
Every computer in the house has a virus. You're
Just skeeting on everything.
oh, come on, man.
What?
You turn a camera on and you become the skeet and dick meat guy of the fucking century.
I can't
Have you
say
seen?
skeet.
Have
I
you
can't
seen?
say skeet. It's
No,
skeet wrong.
No.
Well, I mean, what am I supposed to ejaculate?
Why would you touch your nose?
I don't know.
man. It's just that I told all these people on Facebook we were doing this live, and now they're coming on. Oh,
Well, now-
this is
now
what
they
the
know, yeah.
podcast is about.
Dick and balls. Dick and balls.
All right, man.
Not wrong.
No, I'm not hating on you, buddy. I'm not mad at you.
Love you.
I love you back. Oh, moonshine to make this go down easy.
Mm.
A little white lightning. So, one of my clients makes a big batch every year. Goes and takes his equipment out on somebody else's land, and camps out there for 4 days. Makes a whole bunch of it, packs it up, and because if you get caught making this on your land, they will still take all your land away. So he does it on somebody else's. So worst they do is take his tent.
The best thing to do is do it on government land, like TVA land and shit like that.
Well, it's federal anyway, yeah.
Exactly.
It's kind of federal anyway.
Hey, we're gonna take our own land back, kind of like we did with the slaves and reparations.
How you guys enjoying your 40 acres?
I mean,
You only got 20.
I'd be happy with one. That'd have the biggest
Right?
shooting range ever.
He got 20 acres and a goat.
Keeps the grass mowed, bitch.
See, yeah, you would keep your goat. I'd eat that motherfucker. Goat is delicious.
Yeah, but you also eat ass, so.
I don't eat ass. I'm not the one who eats ass. Why are y'all looking at me? I don't eat the booty like groceries. I can't talk. I'm sorry.
You eat the booty like goat cheese.
Like goat cheese.
Eat the booty like goat cheese? It's very pretentious.
Racist bastard.
It's like a brie, but
Smelly.
Oh, Jesus Christ, guys. This is never what I intended the podcast to be. I'm going to get Brian Peary on here so we can talk about Dawson's Creek after this shit.
Hey, you fucked up bringing me on.
All right. Let's move on. Do you have a Would You Rather?
I do. I got a couple of topics. We can do. You want to do the Would You Rather first before the other one?
Oh, this
Okay.
could be interesting.
So Would You Rather? This one's actually was definitely more tame than the dick talk. So, would you rather be a musician dating a more famous / more talented musician, or an MMA fighter dating a more famous, more successful fighter?
So basically, do I want to be Meek Mill or Ronda Rousey's boyfriend?
Exactly. That's
Ooh.
exactly that. Meek Mill is dating Nicki Minaj, and then you've got Ronda Rousey and Travis Brown. I was actually thinking Misha Tate and Brian Caraway, but either way.
Ooh, but Brian Caraway's moved up the rankings. He's ranked number 4
Well,
in
I
his
mean, Meek
division.
Mill sells records too, but he's not nearly as talented as, you know what I'm saying?
Nicki Minaj is
there's-
not talented. Neither one of them are talented. That is a talentless relationship.
Well, I mean, yeah,
She just has a surgically
It-
modified ass.
true. But either way,
You mean,
that's your would you rather.
would you rather be Jay-Z?
No, oh, that's a burn.
Ooh.
I don't know that Beyonce's more talented than Jay-Z.
No, but she's more famous.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd rather be Jay-Z. These tears can hit these fucking Bugatti seats, son.
Yeah.
I'm not that mad.
I'm going to go with the musician.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the musician thing. There's, being an MMA fighter in any way, there's brain trauma involved. And I don't want to be a less talented anything when it comes to MMA. If you're not good enough to be champion, you shouldn't. If you don't believe you're good enough to be champion, you shouldn't be fighting. I'm not sure Brian Caraway believes he's good enough to be champion.
I think he's got a chip on his shoulder
He's
because
got a
huge chip on his shoulder.
He's got a mental hiccup going way back. Even when he was on The Ultimate Fighter and he did great on it, he acted as if he didn't belong there.
Well, fuck the head trauma. regardless of if she's making more money than you, you should still be getting your own royalties. So I'm taking the musician thing too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because really, all you need, you think Right Said Fred ain't still paid with the I'm Too Sexy? He's still walking to the fucking mailbox, picking up a check. All you need is one hit, you know? And I mean, yeah, so, like, yeah, your girlfriend, wife, whatever, she's making more money than you. Cash that fucking check, too. Yeah.
No, but see, the bad thing about the musician thing is you're more likely to lose your girl.
Let her go.
You're more, yeah, but see, that's the thing is that if you're the less talented musician in the relationship, a lot of your success is still going to be tied to her.
Yeah, but that's fine. But like he was successful before her. Well, successful, you know, in a sense.
Never heard of him.
I mean, if you've heard a black guy yelling on a track, then you've heard Meek Mill. Like he screams illegitimate.
I've never heard the name, but I've heard of Nicki Minaj.
He is who Drake keeps going after with these diss songs.
See, I've heard of Drake, but I don't listen to him. What
Neither
I'm
do
saying
I.
is,
Drake
I
is
don't
bitch.
even have to have a knowledge of the music. We're
Well,
just
it
talking
doesn't have
about
to be
fame.
hip hop. It doesn't have to be hip hop. It can be any type of music, you know. I mean, we can talk Gwen Stefani and whatever
Like
her.
Shelton? No.
Well, her ex-husband, Gavin
That's
Rossdale.
him,
Yeah.
Which, like you said, that didn't last, you know.
No, but it lasted a long fucking time.
It did.
You know, he knocked her up, and good for, you know, Gavin. But, you know, Gavin, when they hooked up, was arguably the bigger star. Because No Doubt was opening for him when they met.
No doubt.
So Bush was bigger than No Doubt when they met. No doubt.
Then
But-
Bush got shaved.
They did.
Can I tell you, I don't get Gwen Stefani. I don't get it.
Like the hotness?
Yeah.
I mean, I know how to spell the word banana because of her, but
See,
They said, preach, Justin.
I loved that first No Doubt album. Now we're off on something else. I love that first No Doubt album because it was an alternative record. And, you know, she became a pop queen, and that's cool. But I never thought she was... I thought she was hot for an alternative girl. She's not hot for a pop girl.
Yeah.
the fact that she's pushing 50 now.
I don't know, she looks good for 50. No, she's not pushing 50. She's
She's
not
pushing like 40.
She's mid-40s.
Yeah.
Does that mean I'm pushing 50?
Yeah, you're pushing 50, buddy.
I'm 45 this month.
She ain't got a titty on her.
I'm
but,
45 this month, and I want to go to the Brazilian steakhouse for my birthday.
Oh, we're doing it.
I'll be 30 in 2 months.
Are you going to
You
go?
want to come to the
What is
Brazilian?
it?
Brazilian
Brazilians?
steakhouse?
When? I just got to know.
We need to
together.
get Bowers in on this too, because
Chris Cathy wants to go. Chris Cathy's in.
Patty Joyce.
Patty Joyce. We'll get in there and we'll get
Oh
the
man,
meat
Bill
sweats.
Trout. Oh,
We will mess them up.
Why am I saying this to myself? Because I can't eat as much as you all. I'm gonna be the one who's sick. I'm gonna be in the bathroom. Brr, Mr. Fryer, are you all right? Shut up.
Just come work out with me for a couple weeks.
I mean, I've been working out. I mean, it doesn't look like it, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, no. If you go and give yourself the meat sweats
You've done all right.
two or three times a year, you're just really packing that protein in. That's good for your muscles.
Like I said, I just got to know when it is, look at my work schedule, shit like that.
All right, and whatever you do, stay away from the chicken and the sausage. Just wait for the steaks to come.
let's go ahead and tell them how you eat a Brazilian steakhouse. So that salad, ladies and gentlemen, that salad bar,
It's a good salad bar.
it's good as fuck, but
I don't
it's
eat salad,
bullshit.
Stay
No.
away from it.
No. Here's what. No, you don't stay away from it. What you do is you go ahead and get that salad bar, and then you turn your ticket over. They have a red light and a green light. You have a little circle. Green means go. Obviously, red means stop. So they're gonna keep bringing you meat until you flip it over to the red. What you do every time they cut off a slice, you eat your fucking piece of steak. You take a bite of that salad. Now, what that does is that helps break down the steak so you can eat more steak, so you get your money's worth. That's how you do it.
Really, because you
Yeah.
keep coming up with these weird things when
It's
it comes
true.
to diets.
It's true.
I'm going to get my money's worth regardless. I mean, you've seen me eat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'll do it by sheer force of will.
I mean,
I may not be able to drive home, but I mean, seriously, we walked out of there food drunk one day. I mean, we had water and meat, and that's what we walked out of there, and we were silly as shit walking out of
You're
there.
on that Brock Lesnar diet.
Water and meat.
It was a Sunday brunch, and we're in there yelling, "Oh, Old
Like-
ladies are looking at us and Nate just said it.
Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah. Just, it was bad. I mean, we were sweating. Like, when we left, I was just like, I hope I can drive the 5 minutes it takes me to get home because I'm about to shit my pants.
It's the kind of meat sweats that stick with you for a couple of days. And you're at the gym and you're like, oh man, I stink to high heaven.
So it's like
It's the protein sweats.
So it's like the breakfast bar at Shoney's, that type of sweat. I mean, 'cause that motherfucker, I've got to shit 2 minutes after I eat it.
Well, you know what? It's got to be the MSG. I will not. I've stayed away from buffets now for a while because, and it's like getting a milkshake through Sonic. I cannot get home. When I'm on my way home, I'm like, I'm sweating. I'm like, I don't know if I can make it before I have to. It's as soon as it hits your stomach,
Yeah.
your body starts to get the shit out of here. You know.
That's me when I'm at Shoney's. I live half a mile from a Shoney's. From the time I walk out of that door to the time I get home, I'm standing up in my driver's seat because I can't sit down.
Yes.
Because my stomach is...
Do you know what we called that? Okay, this is funny. Earthquaker was a band that James and I were in. We were an original band, but every once in a while, somebody would ask us to play a gig and play a bunch of covers. We just want a cover band. Well, and we would take these gigs from time to time. We'd take them from time to time just if we were going to be recording or if we needed to stockpile some band money. And so we'd take those gigs, but we would change our name. And how it came about was I was late to practice one day, and I came running in, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I ate at Shoney's and got a bad case of the Shones and had to run home to take care of what I came. So we became the Shones when we would play covers. And it was a great band name, the
Yeah,
Shones.
but bad British accents and all. Like, we
Yeah.
all had, like, names. Like, I don't remember mine, like, because I didn't really play with y'all that much because I didn't do whatever. But I'd be like, yo, manager.
You didn't do white people shit.
Covers.
It was all covers, and most of the stuff that I played was very vulgar. So, couldn't really do covers of
God, I miss
Fuck You by CeeLo.
I will tell you this: I miss being in a band. I totally miss it. But I do not want to start a new band.
Why not?
No. Too much work, man.
The shit that it's
Fuck.
involved with. No, it's a shitty fucking process to start a new band.
Fuck it.
And truthfully,
Light the balls on fire.
I notice you're doing that. My balls are starting to burn. Is that a voodoo?
You got
Is that a
voodoo.
thing?
You got voodoo, Nick.
Quit doing that. All right, here. Let me see this.
Oh, now they're charred. You charred the balls.
I'm describing our bottle opener here, and you've heard us describe this before, but since we're on live and we have video, this is the bottle opener we've talked about several times on Gentlemen About Town, and it was a gift to me from James and his former bride when they went on a Mediterranean cruise, and they picked up Spain. They walked into a store that sold nothing but these wooden
Chodes.
chodes. It's a penis. It's a penis. They even they managed to put the urethra. You know what I'm trying to say. Wait, they didn't put it in the right spot. This guy would be pissing straight down.
It's a bad circumcision.
Yes, it's a helmet, not an anteater.
Yes, and I guess they do their circumcisions in Spain. But anyway, it comes with little balls. It has little balls on them. But it is a great bottle opener, as you can see if you're watching on Facebook. And so, quit burning the balls on this thing. Seriously, I'm gonna put it right there.
I'm trying to blacken them up, man.
You're trying to black.
Charred balls.
Charred balls.
Do we have anything else to talk about?
I mean, we're at the 59 mark on here. I guess we're up to 52. I mean,
Did we decide that you were a musician, you would take the musician way instead of the MMA way?
So it's
I'm
musician
taking the
all
musician.
three, right?
You're taking. Why would you take the musician over the MMA?
I just feel like I could make my own money. I mean, yeah, you can Brian Caraway is never going to be out of the shadow of Misha Tate. No matter what he does, he can do a backflip KO for the championship,
Well, yeah,
and he's still going to be Misha Tate.
Yeah, he's going to be under the shadow of those gigantic tits.
Yes.
She's hot.
Which
She's
is
so
not
hot.
a bad place to be.
She's so hot.
I do like
And
it.
it's just like, man, just take your second fiddle and be good with it. And I think he is. I think what he's not good with is everyone else calling him second fiddle. And he's like, dude, I'm her trainer.
And that's true. And he has been. He deserves credit for that. And here's the other thing. He's a good fighter. His problem is it seems
He's
as though
boring as
he's
shit.
never... Well, no. It seems as though he's never believed in himself enough. And I've seen him in fights where he looks like he's kind of given up a little bit. I saw him when he won one time be surprised by the fact he won because it looked like he doesn't go in there like an animal. And I heard, and I didn't see his early fights, that he used to be an animal. But he went into the tough house with a bunch of guys, and for some reason he got alpha mailed. Somebody alphaed him, and he decided to take the back seat.
I'm looking at it this way, though. I don't want to be a less superior fighter in a fight. Because you got to look. Ali just died.
Yeah,
Arguably the greatest boxer of all time.
sure.
And he still got his head beat in. Gave him Parkinson's for it. So I don't want to be less superior in a combat sport. I could be less superior as a musician. Fine with that. But like where I'm going up against people that are better than me and they're going to ring my bell, I don't want to go out like that.
That's a very good thing because when it comes to musician and artistry, it's subjective.
Exactly.
What you create, hopefully, if you're tuned into yourself, what you create and put out there is your own truth. So whether people like it or not, that's subjective. But when it comes to fighting, you lose consciousness or you don't.
Well,
in a lot of cases.
And look at it this way, because we are musicians. When I play with, not Justin, but when I played, anytime I played guitar with Nick, I'm a shitty guitar player. Anytime I play with Nick, I went up a level.
Mm-hmm.
Being with someone that, let's say you love, whatever, that's going to inspire you, to make better music. So you might come up a level. You might never be as good as the other person. But being with that person might make you make better music. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true. But, you could probably say that for fighting. Anytime you
Sure.
surround yourself with people that are better than you, you tend to become better.
True.
You're not gonna become.
But still, Anderson Silva wrapped his leg around, he shattered his leg, and he was arguably the greatest UFC fighter of his time.
Mm-hmm. Now, how many tin cans did he fight? I mean, he fought a lot of beasts, but how many tin cans did he really fight?
If Anderson had not taken those fights at 205, then I don't think his
he
body
knocked
of
out
work-
the premier Machida.
Yeah, he did take out Lyoto in his prime.
Mm-hmm.
Anderson.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
don't think they never fought.
he
No, they're training
face
partners.
kicked him.
No,
Who was the person he front kicked into?
that wasn't Machida. That was TRT Belfort.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
Machida and Anderson are training partners.
He knocked out TRT Belfort.
He
All right.
knocked out a Juice to the Tits Belfort.
Right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
He beat Dan Henderson, choked him out. I mean, he has some fights, but
Not 45-year-old Dan Henderson.
No.
Henderson in his...
Henderson, when he had the Pride belt,
Yeah.
beat Henderson.
By the way, great knockout for Henderson. The other
Yeah.
night.
Yeah, 45 years
H-bomb.
old, still got the power.
What? Were you there? No, you weren't there.
No, he had to work.
Oh, that fucking
Yeah.
I got updates.
it was a good card. It was a good card.
I was taking naps while pushing buttons. You gotta do what you gotta do.
So anyway, I think we all agree on musicians.
Yeah.
I'd rather be the lesser couple in a couple of musicians than the lesser in a couple of MMA fighters.
Yeah.
All right, so that was a good would you rather.
Thank you.
Much better than baboon ass versus Udder. When you did that, I was like, "Are you fucking
Oh,
kidding
man,
me?"
that was funny as hell.
I'd probably
That
go
was
with
funny
Udder
as
on
hell.
that one. I'd have to go with Udder on that one.
I think I went baboon ass.
We all went baboon ass.
I'd
You
have
would
to
have
go
went udder.
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, I'm drinking milk anyways.
You drink your own milk.
If you had baboon
Yeah,
ass?
if you had a baboon's ass or
An udder.
udders.
Which would you rather have, an udder or a baboon's ass?
Might still have to go udder, man. I wouldn't have to pay for milk anymore.
Oh, jeez. I'm not looking for economics. I'm not looking to save.
I'm a cheap bastard like that. So I mean, if I can get my own shit,
Yeah, but
I pour myself a bowl of cereal, then I'm good to go. I'm not paying the $6 a
Yeah,
gallon.
but it's warm, man.
And
I guess you could just, pre
it's still
and put it in the fridge.
I just
mean,
your clothes don't fit right.
my clothes don't fit right anyway, so I have no problem with that.
Anywho, anything else?
I think that's it.
All right. So, do we have any? Oh, by the way, as long as we're live, I want to tell you guys to go to Gentlemen About Town on Facebook and Gentlemen About Town on SoundCloud. By the way, because on the SoundCloud we actually have some of Ashton Graves, a couple of his podcasts up, and just want to tell you that I've had a couple of good reports from people that are like, I loved that they did a movie talk, and it was a really good podcast. So you can check out Gentlemen About Town on SoundCloud, and also on that page we will be carrying 4 Drinks In. It's a podcast from Ashton Graves. And anything else?
That's it.
Cool.
Peace, love, and chicken grease.
Peace. Yeah, okay. All right, there you go. Gentlemen About Town, episode 7, season 2. It's in the books.
This is 8, though. This is episode 8.
Yep, because we haven't put one out. Episode 8, we tricked you.
Episode 8. Episode 7 with Brittany, who didn't manage to show up to this one.
She said she's here parking.
Because she's
She's
a skank.
parking.
Oh, no, we got to keep it going so she can show up.
Oh no! Well, we'll keep the Facebook feed going for the next 10 minutes, but this one's done. If you want to see what how she reacts when she walks up in this bitch, then stay tuned.
She's not here.
She's not here. She's not here.
No. She's a liar. She's a liar and a cheat.
Oh, Brittany.
Bamalam.
Jumping About Town, episode number 8, season 2. Thank you for listening. We'll talk to you here pretty soon.
Alrighty.
Well, that
First podcast, man. Yeah.
Way to do it, man. Did a really good job.
Yeah,
I appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Even though it was the last choice, we knocked it up.
No, it wasn't like that, dude.
Couldn't do the last
What had happened?
Oh, here you
was-
go. Here you go.
was,
Let's do this.
man.
to
See,
end
what
it.
had
To
happened
end
was-
it.
Yeah, we're still on. We're still on.
It's all right. This is the
This is the post.
welcome to the Facebook edition of Gentlemen About Town post-mortem.
Literally, we just
And
turned
it
that
looked-
bitch off, but it's still
I
on.
just
literally
walked
have been
it.
watching it the whole time.
We just clicked it off.
Come in.
Come on in.
Come in. Smile
Come on
in the
in.
cam.
I'm not smiling. I'm sick. You're lucky I even came over here.
Oh, how are you doing?
I have 2 huge knots on my back still.
Yeah, maybe you should drink some fucking water every once in a while. I've been worried about you.
I've been drinking water.
Good,
And
good.
I have to go see if I have kidney stones in my fallopian tubes.
Stop taking it from behind you. You'll be all right.
Can you
Justin,
get
you're
kidney
the only
stones
one
in your
that takes it up
fallopians?
the ass.
No, James is here.
Oh, yeah. Only 20%
I don't
of the
know,
time.
only 20%, man.
No, he's 20%.
Where you at?
I'm right here.
All right.
Twinkies, really?
Twinkies. I didn't eat mine. I didn't want to
Red,
stuff
white,
that
blue
thing in my
Twinkies.
mouth. I'm going to stuff that thing in my mouth.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, that one, the bird. Oh, that one.
Y'all are some pansies.
Are we?
See,
I
hurt
do
my man
love
right now.
that Justin is all about being, cheap and drinking his own udder milk.
Hey, you gotta do
Hey, man, tip milk is tip milk.
Exactly.
You know, this is good for you.
She's on antibiotics, man.
Oh.
I'm drinking a beer. I'm not
It's White Lightning. From where she's from, this fixes everything.
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 Except that James said that my kidneys are not, it's not on my medication, it's I'm gonna get drunk quick.
I'm glad you showed up, honey. I actually been worried about you. And I had friends in town. I wanted you to meet them, but I know that you were sick.
Well, it's okay.
It's the reason why I didn't come over and say, hey, when all that shit was going on, I had people with me.
I worked all weekend.
I went to Hooters and they were like, well, where do you want to go eat? And I was like, it doesn't matter, so I had to come back out anyway. I was home like 2 seconds, just throwing up Hooters. I was like, whatever.
I mean, that you don't have to be sick to throw up Hooters.
I know
You don't have to be sick.
Oh shit. Tonight. Is it tonight or tomorrow night? I think it's tonight. Is all you can eat wings at Quaker Steak.
Where's that at?
Right down the street.
Beard.
No.
Beard. Quaker
It's
Steak
off
is
Bearden
all.
now.
They just opened. Oh, it's not in Bearden. It's right behind the.
It's off of like Walker Springs.
Yeah, it's Walker Springs. So they finally opened.
Yeah.
y'all trying to get me fucked
I
up.
think it's all you can eat boneless wing night.
It's all right.
Oh,
Quaker Steak's all right.
love Quaker Steak. Arizona Ranch. That's my shit.
Man,
I
gotta
got
get
you,
cut
Paul.
down.
By the way,
That?
ballers, we be on them twankies.
You
Play
don't
your
want an American
fell.
food?
Stanky,
You can't get
stanky.
no American.
I saw you deep throated. I thought I'd come over and have a contest with you, see who can eat it faster.
Oh, we know you can win.
Oh.
Damn right.
I'm drinking my Michelob Ultra.
Did you like the?
I have my own drawer.
Did you like the? Yeah, she does. You know we're not touching her.
We don't want it to touch the
No.
other beer.
Rude.
What?
No.
What are you drinking, Justin?
You did. You if you didn't watch the podcast.
Well, you said you were drinking milk at one point, and I was like, well, I didn't watch all of it.
He's not talking about tit milk. Like he's still. Oh yeah. By the way, I changed mine up. I'm drinking the. I did try to put it up here. I don't know if you can see it. I'm drinking that honey brown. It's like a honey lager.
It won't make your penis any bigger.
I don't need my penis any bigger. I'm
do.
happy with my 4 inches.
The penis skin, or the, what was he calling it?
With
The
dick meat.
The
Dick
dick
meat.
meat.
Why do you keep doing that?
It was so funny.
Well, what
like,
do you
you
call
quit
it?
calling it dick meat, and me and Bridget are sitting over there laughing. Like, that's great.
What-
She
I
said,
mean-
when you get over there, make it more entertaining, because all they've been talking about is penises.
Well, what do you call it? It's dick meat, right? Like the meat around the dick.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sorry that there's no Webster's definition for.
Why can't I hear this?
did you Google it?
No, I didn't Google
Give me
dick
my
meat.
phone, I'll Google it.
Oh my god. Shit.
What?
Did you just delete it?
No, I got a. Hey Nate, I was just watching your Man About Town post on Facebook. It made me miss you. Hope you're well. Always, Lindy. It's one of my coworkers.
Well, hi, Lindy.
This is what a lot of
Lindy.
people don't know is that I no longer work at Frank's Barbershop.
Right.
And-
Everybody knows that if they've been on Facebook.
Yeah, but here's the thing, guys, is that I absolutely miss all my coworkers. I miss all my coworkers. I do miss working there. I have joined a former coworker that I adore.
Lindy's on here.
That I adore, and while I miss everybody there, I just want everybody to know that I'm happy and I'm good and I'm okay. I haven't had to return my Mercedes yet, which is awesome.
God bless.
So, thank you, Lindy. I miss you too. I miss you some of the most.
I
Nice.
don't know if it's going to let me turn it down.
Thank you, Lindy.
Oh, repeat.
Oh, it's
Yeah, no, we're on a delay.
we're on a little bit
Well,
of a delay.
Bridget's work. Bridget's was on, and mine was after hers. And I was like, what the hell?
Well, that's weird. Cause you want to cut it? Cut the live? Cut the live feed?
How long has it been? How long we been doing it?
You-
Minute 13. I mean,
Minute
now
13?
I've been drinking. Okay.
Avi. That's all your second beer?
Let me ask you something on this. On when we do this, is the whole video still going to be on
Yeah.
our
Yes.
Facebook?
Yes.
So people can watch it live from there.
Yes.
Man, this is.
This is the
You know
tits,
what?
right?
I know.
You're
Fuck
just not
Periscope.
figuring this
Periscope
out?
just went away.
You're just not figuring this out?
Yeah.
How did you? I watched the fights live from Facebook the night that I was sick and couldn't come out there the first time. I watched the live fights off this. Somebody had it at their house and was streaming it.
Yeah. I just always forgot about this shit. And it was just like, we should do this today. And like, so we did. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. These are nipples. There's 2 of them.
I'm going to turn this shit
I don't-
off now. Thank you for
There's
watching.
4.
I'm the only one not going to do that.
I will.
And that's a damn shame.
Blah.
Justin.
I'm gonna do it till he turns it off. He can't figure out how to turn it off.
Like,
Nipples
look
are actually getting hard.